Hello, Omen Storm here, and we are back with more the Tasmanian Tiger 2. This is, of course, picking up immediately after where the last one left off, so we're going to start with the Min mining explosives.
Ty, these are my brand new experimental explosives. I need you to take them to the Min mining site. They're made from explodarium and are extremely volatile, so handle them with care.
Why is everyone so anxious for me to transport explosives these days?
Because no one else is mad enough to do it.
Fair enough.
You'll have to hurry though. They have a very short shelf life before they become unstable and explode.
I like that Ty and I had the exact same thoughts on the matter of just, fair enough. Okay, so we have about 5 minutes to go and do this because it's gonna end up taking me like a minute to go run across the town more than likely. And also just the fact that I'm going to get distracted by opals, that is just a matter of fact. And I don't know where I actually need to deliver these. Okay, I need to go to the purple... Wait. Yeah, I need to go to the purple star. Okay. It only just briefly occurred to me that I did not actually know where I needed to go. Also, getting hit by a car is probably not the thing that I want to have happen to me while I am dealing with extremely volatile explosives. And okay, yeah, this is actually turning out to be just about a minute to get across town. Yeah, just under 5 minutes once we got there. Oh my goodness. I honestly wasn't expecting that. Oh, I remember this mission now only because I remember that I got super stressed as a kid because not because I had like any like tight time to worry about, but just because for some reason as a kid I was so worried that this little thing right here was just going to eat through an absolute huge chunk of time for trying to get to where I need to go, even though it 100% isn't. Like, I am making more than fast enough time to actually go and get through here and such. I do want to... Well, I was just involved in an explosion and did not explode, so that's good news for myself. And would you stop hitting the back of my vehicle, Brill? Your lack of self-preservation is not something I want to combine with my lack of self-preservation. That is a very dangerous thing. We do not want to be going and getting whatever the square of lack of self-preservation is. But let's... Oh, and I'm colliding with things once again.
Here you go, mate.
Aha! Julius's new explosives. Just what we've been waiting for. And these ones didn't explode during delivery like his last batch.
Good. I was about to say you only have about 3 minutes to use
That
those.
was a rip snorter of an explosion, eh, mate?
Ty, Julius is as mad as a cut snake. He's just started a new experiment and has run out of plutonium. I need you to nip on over to the Never Never and grab a fresh plutonium rod for him.
Why are you having me transport dangerous materials? Like, really, why? What's this? Protect Dennis from the marauding Mutaburosaurus herd. Okay, well, we're going to stop and do this first, as weird as it is, but it's on the way, so, Are we trying to protect him from those cute little things? I have a feeling that it's not as simple as that. And that's probably just like, oh, these are the little tiny baby ones, and there's this absolutely terrifying giant one. That's them as a fully grown one. I hate that I saw that and my brain was like, nope, don't do it. and my hands were like, sorry, you've input your request too late. Oh my god. For a sec there, I was actually even more concerned because I thought that I had... Oh. That's gonna be a real problem, I feel like. Yeah, because I... This... I think I need the improved Frosty Ring to deal with that. I don't think I can deal with it with the time I have on the normal ones. I'm so horribly confused. I thought I was doing different missions. But, well, I'm here now. I'm lost and so very confused. Well, okay. And I can just head through here, I guess. Maybe things will make sense. Oh my freaking... I'm going in the wrong direction. Like, that's not an assumption, that's a fact based on looking at the mini-map. My goodness. Really now? I'm missing it that badly? So that goes all the way down there. You know what? Oh, I suppose I can go jump on these ones. I see... Okay, I see a chromium thing there. Oops, that was almost very bad for me. A, silver cog there. That was almost very bad for my health. Oh, that would have right done me in. Oh, dear goodness. Do I seriously need to, like, go and hit the button again from all the way over here? Can I even hit the button again from all the way over here? No, not that I can tell. Well, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just gonna head back this way and see if I can find... Well, I almost walked right into that, and that would have been something fiercely embarrassing. Let's see if I can find a different path, and I'm... Well, that's nice, but that is not at all what I was looking for. Well, I think I just saw some things that want me to use the infraring to see. Yeah. Ooh, there's a silver cog there. And you know what? I don't think I'm supposed to be on that, but I'm gonna go actually stop by Sly's shop, and we're gonna go pick up some new boomerangs because I'm just going to fumble and flail otherwise, because I can clearly feel... The problem is that I'm looking at it and I have just enough for the deadly ring. If I didn't have just enough for the deadly ring, I would, without a doubt, be going and getting the upgrade X ring, or the upgrade infra ring, which should be the X ring. But now I think I'm going to get the deadly ring just to deal with the different powered up frills. And wow, I'm doing a lot worse at driving than normal. And you know what? We'll stop by there on the way anyways. So, yeah, let's not have this go nearly as badly as it's trying to go. And, oh, can't I go and fix this with the lift bunyip? Yeah, I think that's what I can go and do. So I just talk with you guys, right?
Relax. Everything'll be okay. Just take some deep breaths.
Deep breaths. Okay.
G'day!
Ty, mate. Glad you made it. Can you clear the road so we can get Colleen here to the hospital?
No worries.
You'll need to load those boxes of didgeridoo donuts back onto me truck. That should give us enough room to move me truck off the road.
Well, this certainly is not what I was expecting to be doing. Also, dear goodness, I forgot how slow this thing was. There we go. That's not the right button. Okay, B is the right button. And can I just toss it? Good thing these respawn, because that certainly didn't go as planned. And I'm entirely understanding why we have... Okay, good. That made braking noises, but didn't actually break anything. I was a bit concerned there for a moment. You guys get away from the donuts. And get away from me while I'm thinking about it. Just going and very slowly making our way to the donuts. And would you really just back off, friends? Thank you. Let's see. Where? There has to be like... No, actually, that doesn't seem like a spot where there is one. I see one there. I see one there. I hear that frill lizard getting closer. Ow. The fact that I just kind of had to take that because I couldn't turn around quickly enough annoys me. Oh my goodness. We've got that one there. We've got that one there. I don't know where the last one is, which is going to be a small problem, maybe. Oh my goodness. Can we still... We cannot still jump with this. Oh, that is a right big problem it is. We should be able to make it onto one of these trailers, I think. No, we didn't make it onto one of the trailers. Oh my goodness, it is that. Oh my goodness. I was thinking that had to be something else, and it is just moving these rocks out of the way. Can I take care of multiple rocks at the same time? No, I can't. Oh my goodness. This is one where the timer does actually legitimately make me nervous. Like, we very well should have enough time to get this all taken care of, but at the same time, it's just slow enough. And I don't know where everything is that makes me just nervous enough. But the bright side is after we take care of this, we shouldn't have to worry about this particular issue any longer. Okay, now I'm gonna head over here, but okay, I can't go any further in that direction, which means that the last one has to... Oh, there's some more rocks that I can move right there, so it should be behind these rocks. Okay. Oh dear goodness, I remember this being one of my favorite ones to use as a kid, just simply because it let me go and like lift things and toss them around. But doing this on a time limit and also trying to like have commentary slightly in mind is slightly nerve-wracking. But okay, we're definitely going to clear this with more than enough time. I was thinking that we were going to be like cutting this super close with like a minute or two to spare, but no, we should get this right about the 4-minute mark. I do like how the lifter bunyip looks. I do honestly wish that we moved faster, though. Okay, that should be a safe distance. Yep.
Ripper, mate.
Thanks, Ty.
I better move me rig so we can get this show on the road.
Good luck, Colleen.
I've got a missing person case for you, mate. A tourist disappeared while rock climbing in the Never Never. See if you can find him before nightfall.
Well, a missing persons case is definitely not a good thing, but we'll be making our way back in that direction, I suppose. That sound didn't sound like it was good for the car. I almost wonder if I should go do another cart thing just for some money, but no, I'm not confident enough about doing another cart track. We did fine with the one we had before, but any more than that, I don't think we're gonna do too good on. And I think not this episode, but going forward, I'll possibly go and start trying to cut out this driving in between things, because I do acknowledge that a lot of the time in these videos actually has been driving between places, and it just had never kind of occurred to me that that was where a lot of the time for these videos was actually coming from, in part just simply because
Hey bro, what can I do for you? You bought a beauty there, bro. Catch it, bro.
I spend a lot of time during those trips just simply going and talking about various things, so it never particularly occurred to me. But rather than spend a lot of time driving around, let's go stop at this one that's right over here, and then maybe I'll do a cart to kind of handle things, because I acknowledge that I have spent a lot of time. Oh, this is just it's basically another kaboomerang.
Ty, mate. Not a moment too soon. Some spot fires have broken out around the place. We have to douse the flames from the air before the fire spreads.
Keep your chopper full of fuel and your bucket full of water. Okay, that's easy enough. Oh, hey. Doesn't this feel familiar? Well, we can go take care of these simple enough, I suppose. But, yeah, I'll probably take care of this, and then I think we'll do 1 or 2 cart races maybe, and then I'll worry about doing some of the Never Never stuff in the next episode.
Keep an eye out for some fuel vans.
And I will, going forward, try to remember to cut out like the in-between drives and places and such, because I just hadn't really been realizing how much time was actually taken up by that in previous episodes, just simply because, again, I spent time talking about stuff, and it just didn't occur to me that it was during a section that most people probably aren't too interested in. Actually, a lot of people aren't going to be interested in just seeing the driving around and whatnot, and I kind of have to acknowledge that. With that in mind, since none of these should have gone live by the time I'm recording this,
Bonza, Ty. You saved Greenwood Forest from ending up like a Sunday barbie at Maury's place.
I heard that. A car's broken down outside Dusty Burrows, mate. Apparently the spark plug has packed it in. Keith has a spare waiting for you at the Bush Rescue Garage. Swing on by, pick it up, and help get things going again.
I'm always like hesitant to cut stuff that has my commentary in it, and I know that just kind of stems from lack of Oh. Part of me hesitates to say lack of experience, but I feel like I probably should say that's lack of experience because I always have trouble like looking at my own stuff and
You
going,
again.
this should
So you're ready to race carts?
and going
See
this
ya,
should be
bud.
cut, this shouldn't be cut and such. And I know part of that's just in part up to me
Eat
just
my dust.
oops, I completely messed that up. I failed to get anything from that. But I know part of that's just because I know what interests me and stuff, and I don't always have the ability to like look at it and go, yeah, that's definitely interesting to somebody else or whatnot.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
Yeah, we've fallen behind. I need to try. Oh,
That was
That-
an accident.
oh, I've been squashed and I'm all the way in last place now. Oh dear goodness. So I definitely need to try and make use of the little grind things this time through because those
Aussie,
will
Aussie, Aussie!
help
Oi,
me
oi, oi!
out a lot, and missing them does actually hurt my speed quite a fair bit. But we've managed to get this one, which goes and shaves off that huge chunk, and I've been thrown in a block of ice. Whoever did that, you can go. I don't have anything polite to say, so we're just gonna end that thought there. But yeah, it's hard for me to go look at my own content and like obviously like know when I should cut stuff unless I definitely don't have commentary and there's nothing else going on. And I know that's just like from my own experience. It's one of the reasons why I've heavily considered trying to go and get a editor if I can ever afford one. Well, actually, I know if I can ever afford one, I am definitely getting an editor because I know my own editing skills are slightly, or they're not slightly lacking, they are very lacking. Putting them up is slightly lacking is a severe understatement, and I am not heading in the right direction. I want to go do the little race that's back in this other direction. We're going to do this race. We're going to go pick up Julius's order from the purple thing because I'm pretty sure that it's just a little stop place and not actually anything more than that. The ginormous pineapple. Wow, that actually is a giant freaking pineapple. But yeah, it is kind of funny just thinking about how like I do have quite a bit of experience with having done streaming and YouTube in the past, but I took a break to go to college and university, and I lost I feel like I lost all the experience I had built up, particularly when it comes to editing.
You again. So you're ready to race carts? See ya, bud.
But I'm
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
I'm getting knocked around, and I hear the sound of somebody who has the bunyip power up, and that makes me extremely nervous. And that did not work. Ow.
I'm winning.
Yes, I'm going the wrong way. Dear goodness. I wasn't. Oh my freaking goodness. I don't know if I can recover from that problem that just happened. I see the little thing where I can go and grind on that, so maybe I can use that in the future. I honestly don't think so, though. and I've completely missed
Aussie, Aussie,
everybody with
Aussie. Oi, oi,
anything of importance, and oh my freaking goodness.
I'm too good for you.
Oh, I'm not going to place first this time around, I don't think. Maybe I can go and salvage this, but oh my. Oh, I am so upset with that one. Ow. Oh my. No, there is no way I recover this. That's just simply the fact of the matter. I've gone and messed this up way too badly overall. Oh, I'm somehow now in first. Well, if I can stay in first, we may just be able to recover this. Get on that, grind that. I don't know if this is actually helping me or hurting me. I've got an ice bomb. Let's just go chuck that behind me. And oh, I've missed that, so... Oh, no. No, no. Danger. And keep to yourself. Can we make it? Oh my goodness. I have no idea if I did that. Oh my goodness. Well, that's... Oh my goodness. I had trains of thoughts. Oh yeah, I had a lot of experience in the past. I spent several years doing recordings for YouTube and streaming on Twitch before I took a break for college, and then I started back up, and it's like I have forgotten everything I had ever learned how to do, and I've been trying to like relearn it, and sometimes it feels like it's working, sometimes it doesn't.
G'day, Ty. I've got Julius's plutonium rod here. It's got an extremely short half-life, so hurry on over to Julius's lab.
Well, off we go to Julius's lab, and I'm gonna just go ahead and take care of all of the driving things here in this episode, so that going forward we can go and trim out the driving in between levels and such. Ooh, that was not what I wanted to do, but that was slightly cool looking. But yeah, I am trying to get better with my editing, honestly. Admittedly, one of the reasons that I like doing streams rather than recordings is just simply, to a certain degree, it feels slightly like I can use it as a excuse not to edit, but it's a very bad excuse. I do always try and like look at things that I can edit and such and fix up. Because one thing that I do still try to do as much as possible is go and re-watch everything after I've recorded it and such, just simply because that way I can look at it and I have an idea of like where I'm struggling in some places and where I'm doing better in others, and try and do more of what's working well and do less of, well, not do less of what's working poorly, but improve what's working poorly. Like, I know commentary is one of my weak points, and part of that's just because I know a lot of other people like spend their commentary like sharing stories and such, but I don't honestly have a lot of stories to go and share. Well, I am just going and crashing into everything now, aren't I? But like, I legitimately think I've shared a fair number of like stories that I have that I can share. Like, the few stories that I have left aren't exactly interesting. And I know it's going to take me a minute to get across the town, but dear goodness, this is making me feel nervous, and my brain was like, you know what? Opals first, because we recognize that you have enough time to get the opals. And the rest of my brain's like, yeah, no, that's a bad idea. Very bad idea. Don't do that. I was actually curious if that would pause it or not. I'm very happy that it did in fact pause it, but I honestly didn't expect it to pause the timer. And that's the spark plug, and Julius is off over at the little bush rescue thing. Thinking about it, before I forget, we are in town, so I'm going...
Ty, I've been expecting you. Have you got my plutonium rod?
Yep, here it is.
Excellent. When I combine this with my neutron reel, radium hook, and gamma tackle, I will have the most technologically advanced fishing rod ever. Those rotten marlin will think twice before poking me in the bottom for a giggle.
Mate, I don't know if this is fair income or not, but we've had another call from Birrell and Squeever on their film set. They say they're under attack again, and this time it's for real. Now, they could be pulling our leg, but you should check it out just in case.
Well, again, suppose it could be real, could be false. We're not going to worry about that just yet, because while we are here in town, I am going to remember to go and get some cosmetics this time. And then we'll go get the spark plug. And then we'll be off on our way. But, yeah. I know a lot of people, like, have stories to share of, like, crazy things they did, but I don't have, like,
Welcome back, mate.
crazy
Just
stories
give me
to
a yell if
share
you need a hand.
or such. Like,
Goodbye, that one.
probably one of the most interesting stories I have
Goodbye, that one.
to share right
Goodbye,
now
that
that
Bye-bye.
don't think I've shared as of yet is just like simple stories of just like the fact that when I was in university, I was the quote-unquote designated driver because I don't drive. I can't drive. I don't have a vehicle to drive. I know how to drive, but I don't have a driver's license and I don't have a vehicle. So when I was going to university, I didn't know how to drive anyway. So, but yeah,
Righto, mate.
Oh wait, you're Keith.
G'day, Ty. I've got that spark plug here for you. I need you to get it over to Dusty Burrows as fast as Shane the Speedy Sparrow.
Or maybe I'm just absolutely confused at who's who. Actually, you know what? Let's go put on the new outfit that we just got. And wait, do I just have... There we go. I was about to say that's... Huh. I do want that actual one. We could play a Sly, but I'm not going to. I do like the Crowman thing and the 4B. This feels like the one from the first game. And you know what? If we do go and play as like Sly for one, we will go ahead and actually use that. The Doom Range. You know what? Let's go with this. I know it's for the one particular skin, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it now. But yeah, I was the designated driver just simply because I couldn't drive and such. So I would be, when my friends and such would go out and drink, I'd head out with them. I'd get like free water and soda to drink for the night because I'm the designated driver. They'd give me their keys. I'd make sure that they got a taxi back to the university campus and to the dorms, and then I would just go and walk back to where I was staying, and I'd walk to campus the next day and give them their keys because I see all of them first thing in the morning. And if you want to torment a CS major, have their first class of the day be at freaking 6 a.m. because absolutely none of us want to be awake at that time. In part because we were up all night working, but legitimately the majority of us were like, oh, 6 a.m. That's when we go to sleep, not when we wake up for class. Well, not wake up for class, but show up for class. But yeah, that was one of the few classes where it's like, oh, I don't like this at all. Oh, as far as like the time goes. But I did eventually shift from being a computer science major to being a history major because I really enjoy history. It is something that I have always enjoyed, especially folklore and culture and such. And that's why I like playing games that have stuff to do with folklore and whatnot, because I get to like look at it and go, okay, how close is this to the folklore I know and how far away is it and such. And is this the one we want to stop at?
You again. See ya, bud.
No, it is not. I'm almost slightly nervous that we're gonna fail this. It's not gonna be this one. It's gonna be this one right over here, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Dusty Burrows. Oh, okay. This is not at all what I was expecting.
G'day. I'm here to fix your car.
You took your time. I could have grown a spark plug in the time it took you to get here.
There you go. Good as new.
Well, I doubt that. Anyway, at least I can get to Burramudgee now.
You wouldn't want to miss your Whingers Anonymous meeting.
I heard that.
Mate, this is an emergency. Red was driving a prison truck to Currawong jail when he hit a rock slide. He's trapped inside and the frill prisoners have escaped. And now they're trying to push the truck over the cliff edge. Hurry, Ty, hurry!
What is with all of the vehicular stuff going on right now? You know what? We're gonna go ahead and take care of this one as well, and I don't think I'm gonna make this jump, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Nope, okay. But yeah, I switched to being a history major because I enjoy folklore and I enjoy culture and such. And for the longest time, I just spent a whole bunch of my free time studying a bunch of folklore and such, and admittedly I've like forgotten it now, and I don't have really any of the books that I used to for that, unfortunately. But if I ever get the chance again, I do want to start like rebuilding my collection of books and such on folklore. And I think one of the biggest things that like always interested me in for folklore is just how many different ways the story can be told over generations and such. And also just sometimes when you're like looking at bits of folklore, you see folklore that's like, wow, this looks extremely similar to this one from another country and such, or it has a lot of things in common with this or that. And it's always nice to like see that, because it kind of gives you an idea for how certain things are interpreted in certain regions and areas, but also how instead of like differences, there might be similarities where you wouldn't have expected similarities. And my cultural anthropology class was one of my favorite ones in college. And I switched back and forth between...
Help! Can you move me truck to safety, mate?
I switched back and forth between saying college and university because I attended both a college and a university. I went to a college first and like got a bunch of like the early prerequisite stuff that I needed for a bachelor's degree handled, and then I went to a university to go and like do the more like specialized classes for a specific bachelor, not just the general education classes. Ow. I'm getting beat up by frills, and that one was just slightly out of range of me being able to actually do anything about it. That's annoying. I'm also... Oh my goodness, there's another frill there to cause problems. But, yeah, I did slightly enjoy my time in university. I was very introverted, so I don't have like a whole bunch of like crazy stories to share. I was the person who went to university just to take classes and not to like go and do crazy things outside of it.
Thanks, mate. I thought I was a goner. My whole life flashed before my eyes.
See anything interesting?
Nah, I was too scared about falling off the edge I didn't pay attention. Well, I better motor. See you, Ty.
Those clowns on the Birrell and Squeever movie set reckon they're really under attack this time. Now, I have my doubts, but if you want to check it out, be my guest.
But yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to finish this last little thought on this, and then we're going to go ahead and call this to a end. But yeah, I went to college and university to go and attend classes and try to learn. So I didn't like go and like attend any of the I didn't attend any of the events that could have like led to some interesting sorts. Like I didn't do any of the... Well, now I can't even actually remember any of the events that were held while I was in university and such. I think the only ones that I actually did go and attend were in relation to like my majors and such. And the only one that I can clearly remember, I just remember asking the absolute stupidest question of the presenter, and that's like some right severe embarrassment that I will... It is burned in my memory. I will never forget that memory, even if I forget everything else, unfortunately. But we'll go ahead and call things to an end here. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like on the video. If you enjoyed the content I make, please subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching this, and I hope to see you again in a future video or stream. Once again, I thank you so very much for tuning into these videos and just kind of listening to me ramble as I play the game. It means a lot for you guys to show up. So once again, thank you so very much.